Hello and welcome back to one of our videos on our series on how to get corporate ready in 14 days. History shows us that power was often inherited. If you were Henry VIII and you wanted to remarry, you just demanded a change to the church. Try this hard line at work and pretty quickly you're going to realize that instead of making changes, you're going to find yourself at the queue at the job center. In today's business, you'll need to combine cooperation and collaboration, balanced with driving change and making progress. How do you do this? It comes from your ability to influence people. But what does that actually mean? How do you go into work and influence people if you're not, well, an omnipowerful Tudor monarch? So what's the fast way to influence? So we start off with something we often reference, the favor bank. If you want to be able to withdraw a favor, you have to be making deposits in the favor bank. People usually feel obliged to give back the behavior, gift, or service that they have received first. So think about it. If your friend helped you move house last month and they need your help moving this month, you're going to help them out. And if you don't, they'll never do anything for you ever again because you're a bad credit in their favor bank. Exactly the same applies in the workplace. Someone does something for you and you feel that you owe them. People are more likely to say yes to someone they owe. So focus on something someone needs. Give it with no strings attached, and when it comes to driving a project forward or making a change, you'll have an army of supporters who will willingly help you get things done. And then next we have authority. This method of influence is based on the principle that people will follow credible and knowledgeable experts. So let me tell you a story here. In a social experiment, a TV reporter dressed in a uniform, complete with a baton and badge, he put a sign on an ATM saying, "ATM out of order. Please give deposits to the guard on duty." As customers approached, the guard smiled and asked if they needed to deposit or withdraw. A bank would never ever do this. But without hesitation, almost all the customers handed over their cash, PIN codes, and social security numbers. And when asked, the customers all gave the same answer as to why they handed this over so readily. It was the uniform. It was the sign. In other words, because it looked authoritative. So how do you get your authority across before you make your influence attempts? You can't exactly go around telling people how amazing you are. One way is to go to others and get them to credentialize you. This is why referrals are so powerful, or an introduction which include your experience, for example. But you can also demonstrate authority through your body language, how you dress, or the graceful use of some phrases when speaking to someone, which gets in your experience. And third one, it would be scarcity. Hold on a minute, I need to take this. Hello?
Neil, how are you doing?
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, good. I've just seen there's some tickets on sale for a new variety show at the Royal Albert Hall in a couple of months. Shall I get tickets?
Well, let me do a little bit of research because I don't know anything about that show, so let me do a bit of research.
The tickets just went on sale this morning and they're completely sold out, but I've got
really?
Shall I click buy? Shall I get them?
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah, you should. Please get them and then we'll figure out what to do with them.
Alright, I'll get them and I'll speak to you later.
Okay, speak to you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. I fell for it again. So what changed the buying decision here? It was the fear of missing out. There's not much left, so it must be good, and I really want it. Ever notice that when you book a flight, it comes out with a little message telling you that there's only 2 seats available at this price? Do you think that's real? I think it helps you get across the line in the buying decision. When something becomes scarce, people really want it. They want it more. So think about it. How can you use the principle of scarcity to influence your own customers? And finally, but not less important, is your track record. People trust consistency of experience, and that leads to influence. Brands really know this, and a brand guarantees a certain experience, and the strength of that brand generates a massive influence on a customer base. Just think about the people that queue whenever a new phone is being released. Crazy, right? How much influence do these brands have in your life? That's because it's a shortcut. We don't have to do too much thinking because we know what we're getting already. And this applies to you too. Over time, you need to build up a track record where people have a consistent experience with you. And be careful, because you can lose that quite easily. Just think about it. If someone asks you to a party at their house and the last one bombed, what are you gonna do next time they ask you? Think about what your track record is telling the world about you. What experience do you think you're guaranteeing the others who work with you? If you're interested in hearing more about personal branding, let us know in the comments section below and we can create something on that for you guys. So we love Cialdini's book on the psychology of influence and persuasion. Making some small changes really can have a big impact. We'll put a link in the description below if you want to get this book. And we've taken some of those principles that he speaks in this book to give you some fast ways to influence in the workplace. 1. The favor bank, because favors and reciprocity oil the wheels of business. The second one, authority. Getting your authority and credentials across helps you influence others. Third one, what happened to me before, scarcity. When something becomes really scarce, people want it more. And the final one is your track record. If people have a consistent and positive experience with you, they're more likely to be on board on your next project. So thank you for watching this video. Let us know if there are any areas you would like some more content on. We love hearing from you guys, so any comments or suggestions, don't forget to post them below. And make sure you subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with our next videos. It's a quick and simple way to really transform your career. We love Cialdini's book. Okay, I didn't pronounce that right. Actually love Cialdini's book on the psychology of...
Cialdini's book?
Yeah. We love Cialdini's book on the psychology of influence, so... we love Cialdini's... sorry. We love Cialdini's book on the... It's really hard for me to pronounce that last name. So, we love Cialdini's book in the psychology of influence and persuasion. So, we've taken some of those principles to give you some fast ways to influence in the workplace. Price? No. I fell for it again. No, that was so bad. I'm not winning an Oscar for it again.